Tammy, thank you very much. Time for business with Mike Eppel from CityNews 680. Mike, good morning. You got me? Our connection good?
Hello.
Hey, all Eppel all the time. All right, Mike, another announcement today from the Bank of Canada. What should we be bracing for here?
Nothing.
What?
Today is a exhale moment, Sid.
That's some good news, Mike.
Okay. That doesn't mean they're done.
Well, that was short-lived.
It's just, yeah, exactly. Pause today.
Yes.
Wait and see what happens later on. Look, the Bank of Canada has said today's a placeholder meeting. They want to see what the job market is doing. Oh, and we'll get those numbers on Friday. Could have timed that a little bit better. And then inflation data later in the month. If inflation keeps coming down, which it did in the January report, that's great. Awesome. Maybe the Bank of Canada can hold steady on interest rates where we are right now at 4.5% on the baseline. The problem, Sid, is what we were hearing out of the United States yesterday with their central bank boss, Jerome Powell, telling the U.S. Congress they're nowhere near done raising interest rates because their inflation rate is still way over 6%. Their economy is still red hot, and they want to cool it off. So what are they going to do? This month, the U.S. Central Bank is probably now going to raise interest rates 50 basis points. In May, it's going to be another 50, maybe. They're going to see what the numbers show. But if the U.S. Central Bank goes another % from where it is now, well, we saw the Canadian dollar crater by a half or 0.75% yesterday. How much pressure is that going to put on the Bank of Canada to follow the lead? Because otherwise you're going to have a dollar that hits 68 cents again. Then you're importing inflation when you're bringing in products from outside our borders. So it's a really difficult situation again today. Hold the line, wait and see. Best
all right.
I can give you.
Interesting day for the Bank of Canada. I understand. I won't get my hopes up too high. It's also a big day for anyone in this country who's gone into a grocery store over the last 18 months and has said to themselves, you know what, I really wish one day the CEO of this store is put on the hot seat to answer some questions. Today's a big day for them too.
They're going to appear. Galen Weston of Loblaws, Eric LaFleche. We'll hear from the CEOs of Sobeys, Empire and Metro. I guess the issue here, Sid, is the fact that, okay, they're going to testify to the Agriculture Committee in Ottawa, and these hearings have been going on since late last year. Remember, they called lower-level executives from the grocery store chains who basically said, no, it's the supply chain leading to higher prices. Our profit margins haven't changed, but you don't really get that specific breakdown about how much money they're making from groceries versus pharmaceuticals versus clothing or what have you. So you might get a little bit more specific today, and you're going to hear political grandstanding. Or see it, right? We've heard the term greedflation thrown about by various political parties. The problem here is if they get commentary, fine, but what do you do about it from a legislative standpoint? How do you increase competition? And if they don't succeed in that, then from a consumer standpoint, am I just not even more frustrated? We had that public opinion survey yesterday about, people think the economy is going the wrong direction. It just raises the blood pressure saying there's nothing I can do about it, and prices just go up. So it's going to make for interesting television, but at the end of the day, you want to see results from all of this. That will be the big question, whether or not they can get anything done from that.
Mike, I'm kind of with you. I don't expect much from a legislative standpoint does come out of this, but this is one of the few bipartisan issues that does exist in Ottawa, the fact that grocery stores are in the state that they're in. So, I mean, it is grandstanding, but I think everyone can score specific political points. Maybe not the Liberals as much because they're in power, but I think NDP and the Conservatives might be able to today. I just think people are angry, and I think at some level they want to see this in their evening news tonight. I know it doesn't change much.
But again, it comes back to how much profit margin is too much? How do you specify what a company can or cannot make on the product that it's selling?
In a free market? It's a valid question. All right, Mike, time not our friend. Appreciate you. Mike Eppel, CityNews 680. Have a good day, brother. Take care.
Thank you.